Hey there, welcome to this week's paint along. So in the previous video, for the first video for this one, we got the torch all painted up, and now we are going to essentially base coat all of the shadow colors, and that's going to be a bit not quite as simple as just picking the darker color. So these are going to be the colors we're going to work with. This is going to be for the, let me get this. This is going to be for the hair. See if I can maybe get some color in here to help it. There we go. So this is for the hair. This is going to be actually for the skin. This is for the leather, and then this is going to be for the NMM. The NMM. And this is what I used. So for the hair, sorry, my voice is not the greatest. Getting over a cold. So I'll explain kind of while I'm just base coating. So with OSL, at least the way that I'm going to show you, you take what is going to basically would be the main color coming off of the object's light. For this one, that would be that yellow. And so then when making some more natural shadows, for the rest of the colors on the mini, you're gonna take the complementary color, a dark version of the complementary color. And with yellow, that means it's gonna be a purple. So I'm using Night Sky Indigo for that, mixing into all of the shadow, all of the colors to make a shadow. On top of that, for colors like the hair, where it's not a neutral at all, I'm going to also add in the complementary color of that. So since this is going kind of with orange, orange/auburn, you're going to bring in a dark blue. And it's just like a 1 or 2 drops each of the complementary colors. So doing that took this to that. And that would be what I would use as the shadow color. So that's the important thing to remember, is to figure out what you want your main color to be, and then take the shadow color of that and do what I just explained, adding the complementary colors in, etc. You can do it the simple way of just picking out the different parts with some white underpainting and then glaze over it. But it is certainly valid. This is just a different way of doing OSL than that. Makes it look a little bit more natural this way. And then for doing any lining on this, I'll take that Night Sky Indigo and mix it with brown liner, since that's what I would normally use to line around things. And that just performs the same job that a wash does, only without dirtying the rest of your paint job. If you just to line instead. Yeah, it looks like it's bare hands, so we can paint the hands as well. Alright. This next color will be for the leather. And this is with choosing walnut, so I used walnut brown to be the shadow color because I kind of was needing it to be, I'm pretty sure I'll need it to be dark because it's around a lot of other colors that are not dark between the hair and the armor. That being said, it'll look, since it is so dark, it will look kind of similar to the gray liner that I used or will use for the armor part. And you could make this part leather armor as well, and then you would need to have two different leather colors. Since I'm doing kind of more of an advanced thing on here, I'm just keeping it simple, where I'm just gonna make that all the armor metal. Unless, of course, it's somewhere where I can make it work to be more leather. So I think for these arm guards, I'm gonna probably do that, make them leather. There technically are pants here, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do them all leather. Gotta be careful here. And there, I mean, there's leather straps back here too. Now, the shield on the back here, I may actually end up adding in a color accent, another accent color, probably blue, but we'll see. It's not something that is going to get hit with the light, so kind of have to determine whether it would really be worth it. Now I'm going to come in. Well, pretty much everything else is armor. At least that's how I am going to interpret it. If I was not doing OSL, I would probably accentuate that because there does look like there's an undershirt there. There's definitely pants showing on the back. I'm just gonna go ahead and just finish out base coating that, and then that will be it for the video. I know it's not terribly exciting, but it does help me introduce just kind of how I'm going about the OSL on this. And then the coming weeks, we'll get to start highlighting the areas that would get hit by light. The fun stuff. Okay, cool. You can already see just how that just really makes the torch itself really pop even more as the source of light. So yeah, come back for the next video. We'll talk some more about how we're doing the OSL on this and get started on some highlights. See you next week.